It's the EV Hearts and 60 Sleepers teaming up together to face off against the Crazy Crocodiles and the Strawberry Skitties. Welcome back to the Metronome Madness League. It is round number 5 where we are doing our team battles. And we have the EV Hearts teaming up with the Sleepers and the Skitties and the Crocodiles fighting off today. Here comes the Lugia starting things off. And that's going to be a magic powder. That's actually, what does that do? I don't remember. Oh, it actually changes the Articuno to a psychic type. That's what happens. And there goes a water sport coming from Articuno. It has full health, but it is resisted by both Pokemon on the other side of the field. So not a lot of damage done there. Regidrago now gets to go. It goes for a strength. Regidrago hitting the Articuno, doing a lot of damage. Metagross for the Sleepers going now, and it's gonna go for a Moonlight. It's at full HP, so wasted turn there. Not a good start by their team. Here we go, Lugia starting off again, going for an Acrobatics. So that is not stab. You would think Lugia would be a flying type or something. Acrobatics is not very effective against the Metagross. Or it is a flying type. Is it second flying? Yes. It should be a water type. That's what we're saying. So what's that? There goes a huge hit from the Articuno against Lugia, almost putting it in the yellow. That was a good super effective move there. Now Regidrago's gonna go, oh, with an acrobatics of its own. This time against the Articuno. And that does a decent amount of damage. Here we go, the skill swap. So Metagross is gonna give Clear Body to to Lugia while it takes the pressure. And actually that's good because pressure was making Articuno and Metagross use double the PP each time they attack. Now it's flipped and it is on the Crocodile and Skitty side of the field. There was a rapid spin that of course not very effective against Metagross. Here we go, Articuno going. Now with a heal pulse, well, that's gonna heal everyone. So Lugia gets some health. And if you're enjoying the battles so far, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button for more Metronome Madness League. And of course, with a Snap Dragon Claw coming from Regidrago, that's huge, Articuno in the red. Good move by that Regidrago on the Crocodiles. And there goes to play rough from Metagross against the Regidrago. Another super effective move out on the field, and Regidrago's now in the red. Sleepers doing a great job there. Lugia going to attack. And of course, I was going to say special thanks to our patrons for supporting the channel on Patreon. If you want to become a patron, there is a link in the description below where you can watch some of these battles early, possibly. Lugia using No Retreat, getting a boost to all of its stats. Not a bad idea. Lugia with a decent amount of HP as well. Could be dangerous as Articuno adds the ghost typing to Lugia. Regidrago gets to go now. And there goes a Psychic Fangs. That is against the Articuno, and that might do it. No, Articuno withstands it. Oh, that's right. It's not very effective because its typing was changed earlier in the match, and Articuno gets to attack again. There goes a Coil coming from the Metagross. It's going to raise its attack and defense and accuracy. Watch out for that Metagross. See what it does in the next turn as well. Lugia now could take out the Articuno. Goes for a Clanging Scales. Clanging Scales hits everyone. Not very effective against Metagross, but Articuno can't shake it. And the first Pokemon to faint is on the EV Hearts. And Lugia gets forced out. So both teams will send out a new Pokemon. Zarude is out for the Skitties. And Regidrago gets to attack now. It goes for an ally switch, so gonna swap sides with the Zarude. Not sure that's gonna do anything. I don't think that really matters. But here comes the Metagross now with a Mega Horn. If that's against the Root, that would be huge. It's not. It's against Regidrago, but it's enough to take it down. So the Crocodiles lose their Regidrago. Latios gonna come out on the field for the EV Hearts. And Crocodiles sent out their Zarude. And then now we have the Zekrom out for the Skitties. Excuse me, I forgot. Crocodiles had actually sent out 2 of their Pokemon because Lugia was forced out. And that's what happened there. So now you have for the Skitties, Zekrom on the field. And Regidrago is the first to lose on the Crocodiles. Latios switches defense and special defense. We'll see how well that works out for them. And there goes a Poison Jab. Oh, it's against the Metagross. Doesn't affect it. Metagross doing a great job on the field out there. There goes a Leech Seed, though, from the Zekrom. And not a bad idea. Latios will have its health drained every turn while Zekrom gets to gain that health back. There was the Drill Run, though, from Metagross. It's against the Zarude. Not very effective. Latios losing its first bit of health to Leech Seed. Sleepers haven't even lost a Pokemon, and they're not even at half health with this Metagross. Doing a great job so far. There goes the Latios going for Disable. That's going to force a struggle for the Zekrom. Zekrom hasn't even had a chance to attack. And is going to be forced to struggle now. There's a Whirlwind. As the Root is going to force the Metagross off the field. So the Sleepers send out their Meltan instead. There we go. Latios starting things off here for this turn, and it's going to go for Focus Energy. Looking to land some critical hits. We'll keep an eye out for those. Zarude next. Zarude goes for the Double Edge. Who's it going to be against? It's against the Melmetal. I said Meltan earlier. My bad. Melmetal. Not very effective. Zekrom's going to have to struggle. Not doing a lot of damage. Gonna have to hope that Disable wears off for them. There goes the Baton Pass. So Melmetal gonna swap back out to the Metagross. And I don't think the Baton Pass is passing anything along. I'm pretty sure Melmetal did not have any stat boosts. So Metagross is back out on the field now. Guess Melmetal just wanted to say hello and then swap back out to his partner. Here we go, Latios. With the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace against the Zarude. Great choice. Zarude down to the yellow. It was a critical hit as well. The Focus Energy coming in play. As Zarude goes for an Attract. Interesting. Doesn't work on the Metagross, though. Zekrom's still struggling. Now, against the Latios, Struggle is actually doing a decent amount of damage. Latios can probably take 2 more of those if it gets hit by it. There goes the Leer from the Metagross, though. Lowering Zarude's defenses. And Zekrom. Zekrom may be able to live a bit longer, even with the struggle, because of the health that it gets back from Leech Seed. So Zekrom still looking pretty good, despite the fact that it's been disabled. There goes a Brick Break from the Latios. Super effective against Zarude, and it goes down. Zarude, the second Pokemon on the Crocodiles to faint, and it's just the Skitties left. Zekrom going for another struggle against the Latios again. Latios in the red. Metagross gets its turn as it goes for a Soak. Interesting, gonna add water type or turn Zekrom into a water type. So Zekrom no longer dragon. Latios faints to the leech seed. Downside for Zekrom is it doesn't get health back. So it's going to have to hope that Disable will in for it soon. And that's right, the EV Hearts all their Pokemon have fainted as well. So now they have to rely on the Sleepers and hope that the Sleepers can win the match for them. While the Skitties have to rely on the Crocodiles here. Well, excuse me, the Skitties still have Lugia. I'm sorry, that's right. So the Zekrom, oh, it's just the Skitties. The Crocodiles lost all their Pokemon, and so now the Skitties are in charge of this battle versus the Sleepers. There goes the Steel Wing coming from the Zekrom, no longer disabled. Not very effective on Metagross, though. Did more than you would expect. Metagross gets to go. It's a Petal Blizzard. If it's against Zekrom, it's super. Oh, that's right. It hits everybody. Zekrom gets knocked out because it's changed into the water type. That was a good combination of attacks coming from the Sleepers there. Changing it to water type, then using the Petal Blizzard. Knowing it was not very effective against their partner, there was a Water Spout. Water Spout not doing a whole lot against the Lugia. And it's just Lugia versus two Pokemon. And again, just like in the last battle, the downside is Lugia gets attacked twice every turn. It's gonna be hard for them to win there. There was a Mud Slap though, super effective against both sides. And it does a decent amount of damage. Metagross in the yellow now. There goes the dual Wing Beat. Gets the hit twice against the Lugia, taking a bit of damage. We'll see what Melmetal chooses to do. Melmetal gonna go for the double kick. Not very effective on Lugia. So attacking twice doesn't mean anything if you're gonna use moves like that against it. That's not really doing a lot of damage. Lugia could potentially come back. It's still at a decent amount of health. It could take out that Metagross and just deal with the Melmetal. We'll see what they choose to do. There goes an Ice Punch. Ice Punch against the Metagross, not very effective. Barely doing any damage. Definitely not what the Skitties want to see. There goes the Air Slash. Air Slash could crit, it doesn't. Lugia in the yellow though, while Melmetal gets a chance to attack. And it goes for a Solar Beam. That will, of course, land next turn. Here we go, Lugia. Lugia going for a Vice Grip. Vice Grip on the Melmetal, not very effective. Lugia not making good move choices. When you have two Pokemon to face off against, you've got to really make better move choices. And ironically, there goes the Aero Blast against the Lugia coming from the Metagross, and the Solar Beam from the Melmetal lands as well. Lugia in the red. Lugia, one last chance. Goes for an X Scissor. That's going to be resisted as well. That's 3 resisted moves in a row from that Lugia. Just bad move choices right there. It was already had a struggle. And speaking of, Metagross has run out of PP, so now it has to struggle against the Lugia. But it puts it in the danger zone, while Melmetal goes for a Noble Roar. Of course, that gonna lower Lugia's attack and special attack. Metagross in the red as well. One more struggle would knock it out, but if it lands it, Lugia gets knocked out. Oh, Metagross eats its berry. Oh, so it gets to move first with its struggle. Speaking of, so it's going to knock the Lugia out with a struggle, which it had to struggle because of Lugia's pressure, and it knocks itself out as well, but it doesn't matter. That's the end of the match because the Sleepers still had their Melmetal out on the field, and the Eevee Hearts and the Sleepers are going to come away with the win in that match. What an exciting match between those teams. That is excellent. The Eevee Hearts get 4 wins so far, and the Sleepers, they definitely wanted that win, so they get another win under their belt. I believe that is 2 for them. And of course, the Skitties now have a losing record, going 2-3. And the crocodiles not looking the hottest either. If you enjoyed that match, make sure you leave a like button, subscribe to the channel for more, and I will catch you next time.